Oh my god, it's 4 o'clock already. It's funny, my big cat Samson was outside yesterday and I was walking the neighbor's dog and she jumps on me like to play with me, and Samson seen that shit. He came from under the car and got busy with her. Like, I had to get him, kick him off, stop, it's okay, and the dog didn't realize he was serious, you know what I mean? But I was like, all right, Samson, it's okay, no one's messing with your daddy. So my neighbor, she goes, hey, I finally went to the gym. I said, get the fuck out of here. She's like, yeah, me and my wife went to the gym yesterday or something after our Zumba class, because there's a Zumba class in the same plaza. And I said, oh my God, really? And she said, yeah, and I've been riding the bike that you gave me. I said, I completely forgot I gave her the book. I've had this bike. She goes, yeah, me and my wife, we did a late night bike ride, and we were so happy to be able to ride our bikes together. And I was like, man, you're gonna make me fucking cry when you stop talking. I said, I forgot I even gave you the bike. I said, I did see you riding it the one day. She's like, yeah, now we don't have to take the bus everywhere. And I was like, well, listen, and it just made me think, yeah, me and my ex used to ride, well, she wasn't my ex at the time. We used to ride our bikes everywhere together, and I used to ride my bike to Amazon, 20 miles round trip, so it was 10 miles each way, work all fucking day, and then ride 10 miles home 4 days a week. So I was riding 80 miles, and man, I forget how many steps I was taking a day, but it was insane. But yeah, I was just riding my bike. I'm doing my laundry right now, and I'm going to fill up my water jug, so I'm going to wash my dog. I was just riding my bike, and I was just, thinking of filming a video called, I just don't have no interest in riding my bike right now. I don't want to do this right now. I really don't want to ride my fucking bike. I don't know what I want to do, but I don't want to do this. And there ain't really much to do when you don't have a television. Television is just such a fucking waste of time. Like YouTube, people try to say that, oh, well, YouTube's just the same as television. It is, but you can listen to YouTube and listen to podcasts. And I listen to a lot of I go through different, this guy's drinking cough syrup next to me. I used to do that. Codeine. Should go to Canada and get Tylenol with codeine. I'd get the fucking 2 bottles of cough syrup and 2 huge 180 fucking pill count things. I don't know, I'm getting sidetracked. ADHD. What was I just saying? So I'm going to the park to fill up the water bottles to wash the dog. I don't feel I listen to a lot of David Goggins. I listen to Jocko Willink. I listen to a lot of motivational people. And I where they come from with a lot of the stuff. But the one thing that the one thing that I disagree with is, God made you in your image, in his image. Goggins is I'm a self-made man, all of this, that, and the other thing. And don't get me wrong, you have to have some self-starting, some self-motivation, some this, that, and the other thing. Obviously, God helps those that help themselves. But, that's the one thing about these people, is it's all about self. I'm a self-starter. I'm self-made. In my walk with God, and from reading the Bible, I can do all things through Christ. Christ isn't my co-pilot. He is the pilot of this ship. He could tell me right now, it seems like as we get closer to the Super Bowl of the end times, that anytime I pray for something, I said, God, I never really pray about money or anything. It's just not my thing. But I said, this job I'm at, this other job I was at, these guys are fucking smoking crack at work. I just don't want to be around this shit. You know what I mean? I don't like to be around fake recovery people, fake sober people. It fucking irritates me more than anything to see people fucking being a fake recovery person. I've dealt with it for a couple years in another situation in my life, and you know, it's like people that are on steroids that say they're natural. I cannot handle it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get to say that. You know, you don't get to say that you're sober when you're not sober. You know what I mean? So, and I just prayed about it. A couple of days later, just happened to be on Indeed. I had talked to like 7 different places. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. I would tell people on the phone, nah, I'm not interested in doing all that, or nah, that's not what I want to do, or I don't want to do restaurants at midnight for pest control and all that shit. And the right place came along, and I remember saying to God when I was there, I said, give me a sign, because I'll just stay where I'm at if I have to. You know, God, I don't want to be ungrateful. And the guy's cat came in and jumped on the desk, and then he took me outside, and he was feeding all these cats, and I just remember saying, awesome. You know, my fucking boss paid. I paid $80. My boss paid the balance of my bus ticket for going past the school bus. Well, I wasn't going past it, but I was on the other side of the road, and I'm not going to get into all the logistics. I was wrong, whatever, but no kids were near anything. And it's $225. And I said to him, you know, I just want to let you know, they're not taking my money out anymore. They took $80 out on my check. I don't know if the office girl or whoever, you know, she's kind of a fucking dirt isn't doing what she needs to do, you know, or whatever. I don't want to go one day, because I'll forget about it myself, you know what I mean? But I know it needed to be paid by November. He already paid it, but I want to fucking straighten. He goes, don't worry about it, man. You're doing a great job. I got you. And I was like, wow. I said, what a fucking awesome dude. You know, I would have argued with him, but he would have said, it's done. Don't, you know, he's not one to, you know, if he says took care, he took care of it, you know. You know, the one thing that I struggle with sometimes is there's not a lot of excitement sometimes, and I miss dangerous stuff like going into abandoned buildings or whatever, you know. I crave fucking like adrenaline stuff. I'm not like gonna dive off a fucking cliff in a wingsuit because my mom paid attention to me, but I don't know, it's like sometimes just the minutiae or the monotony or the mediocrity of fucking, and everybody has this in their life, you know. It doesn't make me want to use drugs, but it's like, you know, it doesn't make me want to meet anybody that, you know, because you're not going to fill that void. It just makes me want to like I don't know, just get inspired. Like I got an electric guitar, I'm listening to, you know, this or whatever, and I just, you know, man, if I had like an electronic drum set or fucking painting, and could start painting, and I suck at painting, but I need something to do, you know, other than go to the gym and fucking eat chicken and rice all fucking day. But no, I was just so happy to hear that she went to the gym. You know, she's like, yeah, my girlfriend had a membership this whole time. I'm like, what? I can't tell you how many people have memberships at the gym and don't go. I mean, get the fuck out of here. Man, I'll tell you, you know what my biggest fear is one day missing like a day or two of the gym, which I can't stand, but you have to, is going back to the gym and just not getting that feeling of working out. I don't know why, but it's like my biggest fear is just losing my place where I've gotten to and starting to slip up and make, you know, like I ate some ice cream and some Pop-Tarts yesterday, and I got on the scale this morning and it was like 246. I was like, what? I was like, I just weighed 237 like 3 days ago. What the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, going, you know, you haven't gone to the bathroom, you haven't I mean, like, just what, you know, I'm not one of those crazy people, you know what I mean? But if I was like 250, I'd go, oh man, what are you doing? So anyways, this is a completely fucking worthless, useless video, and I appreciate those of you that watch it to the end. Like, subscribe, share my videos with people that I never understood, people that tell me like they watch my videos and don't tell their family members that they watch my videos or whatever, or something. I forget. I've had quite a few people tell me, yeah, I mean, maybe because they have a drug problem or whatever, or they hear me talking about flat earth or fucking I don't believe in dinosaurs. They're afraid that their family members are going to hear. Who cares? That's one thing. The freedom I got from fucking getting sober, I don't give a fuck about anything. I tell people, I've told customers that have seen my video, I just say, listen, man, in the Bible, the earth is flat. I don't believe in a lot of bullshit. I don't believe in outer space, blah, 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 blah. I'm just telling you now, so I'll just save you the time and aggravation. If you really don't want to go out with a girl, just tell her that you don't believe the earth is spinning around and that that we ever put men on the moon or something, and they will just go, okay, have a nice day.